This is Jonathan Ramirez. I'm a software engineer for Cyberblizzard Studios, and we did some testing. Testing began the previous user story updates to the League of Warcraft game. Started testing November the 11th, 2020. We did some black box testing for the database that we created. That created the username and level. You can display that, and the hours played in Jungle and Arena, user in-game currency, and in-store purchases. And this testing method tested functionality, user input validations, state transitions, and boundary cases, and off by one errors. It's what the outside user team is actually looking for in the testing. What we are looking for in black box testing, we hope to find from user testers that the database we built does what it is supposed to do. In-game players must be able to see their in-game purchases, changes, and character information in the interface. Then is the tester seeing a return of a correct error when we have a transaction that is incomplete or a purchase with inaccurate amount? Are they able to see it in game as the user interface prompts them with errors in purchase or incomplete or inaccurate purchases or any errors in the transaction? And is the database presenting accurate information that is documented in it? Is the store accurately taking the right amount of currency from testers assigned to the items? So is it deducting and showing that it's deducting it correctly from their currency that they can see in game? As well as if players do not have enough resources for purchases, what is the proper method that is run and executed proper functions for the testers viewed for the instructions? What is it telling them to do when something goes wrong? And where is it prompting them to go in the menu and in game? We're also doing some white box testing for compatibility with operating systems, Windows and Mac. And the testing method, we're hoping to test all branches of code, proper error handling, working as is documented to, and proper handling of resource constraints is what us as a development engineering team as a whole is what we're testing. We're hoping to find that from the code testing is that we're able to send a ping from several packages back and forth from the game database server to the user account, correct with both for Windows and Mac OS. Testing all branches of code in that to make sure that it's working properly. The code is the code pushing out an error when we have an account. When an account is not found, it does it properly sync but with both Windows and Mac OS for proper error handling adjustments. Is the database presenting accurate information that is documented in it? We can find this out by using any MySQL queries to make sure that the database is accurately functioning accurately, and being able to check when we deduct or when we player levels to go back and be able to check and see the database is being updated correctly by the functions and by the code as a whole. Is it working properly as it's being documented? If the player does not have enough resources for purchases, what does what does run proper method and execution, proper functions for testers being viewed functions and instructions? Proper handling of resource constraints is the functions in the code that we created providing the right resources to be able to add in-game currency or take it away? Does the code run correctly in that? So each day we update the burn down chart with the iterations that are complete and the testing, as well as any bugs found. We take that into account and have to create new iterations for each bug. So in our discoveries, for black box and white box testing, the testers could not see their purchases was confirmed on the account after it was mailed in-game, as well as the server being timed out on Mac OS. So we may have a problem with any countries any servers that are out of country. So in that, we created 2 bug fixes. One for the tracing the user currency and purchases, and the other one for the Mac OS compatibility within those servers in foreign countries. So, and those are the 2 bugs we are working on. What we'll do next is test for more bugs for the marketing algorithm, continue to test more bugs in different situations with the database, and as well as test the sync to make sure that it syncs with the League of Warcraft application. And that concludes my report. Thank you.